Have you ever noticed something strange? When a woman walks away from a genuinely good man, she rarely looks broken. She looks confident, composed, certain, sometimes even relieved. And that's what confuses most men, because you think, if I was really valuable, she wouldn't have left so easily. But here's the truth no one talks about. A woman doesn't always feel the loss immediately. She feels the freedom first, and freedom feels powerful. No accountability, no emotional pressure, no responsibility to maintain something stable. But here's the psychological shift that changes everything. Freedom is exciting in the short term. Security is valuable in the long term. And that realization doesn't hit on day one. It hits when comparison begins. The comparison phase. At first, she enjoys new attention, new conversations, new energy, new validation. It feels fresh, but freshness fades. And when it does, something subtle starts happening in her mind. She starts noticing differences. Not louder, different. The new guy might be more exciting, but less consistent, more charming, but less grounded, more expressive, but less emotionally stable. And suddenly, she remembers how calm you were, how you didn't panic during arguments, how you didn't try to win, you tried to understand. That's when nostalgia begins, and nostalgia is dangerous because it filters out the bad and magnifies the good. The ego battle. Now here's the part most people never admit. Admitting she lost a good man means admitting she made a mistake.
Hi everyone, we are trying to learn digital skills, but we don't have computers. Please support our cause. Check the address on the screen.
And ego protects identity at all costs. So, instead of saying, I misjudged him, she says, we just weren't compatible. But internally, she replays moments. The quiet car rides, the late night talks, the way you handled her emotional storms without exploding. She may never say it out loud, but she starts thinking, maybe I underestimated him. And once that thought appears, it doesn't disappear easily. The shock of your silence. Here's something powerful. A good man doesn't beg. He doesn't smear her name. He doesn't spiral publicly. He processes. He hurts privately. He reflects. He grows. And then he moves. That's the shock. Because she expected emotion. She expected pursuit. She expected resistance. But when you give none of that, when you disappear quietly, that's when curiosity turns into concern. Why isn't he reacting? Did I matter less than I thought? Is he already over me? Silence from a good man is louder than arguments from a weak one. The monitoring stage. This is the hidden chapter. She checks, not obsessively, but consistently. Your stories, your status, mutual circles. She's looking for signs, pain, regret, replacement. And when she sees you stable, improving, focused, calm, that's when reality hits. You weren't dependent. You were intentional. And now she understands the difference. What she fears most. It's not that you hate her. It's not that you moved on. It's this. You leveled up emotionally. Because once a good man heals, he doesn't go backwards. He becomes more selective, more aware, more disciplined with his energy. And now, she's no longer the center of your emotional world. That's the real fear. Being replaced isn't as painful as being forgotten by someone valuable. The harsh truth. A good man is often appreciated in absence. When he's present, his calm feels ordinary. When he's gone, his stability feels rare. And rarity creates regret. Not always publicly, but internally, quietly, deeply. Subtle subscribe placement. If you've ever walked away silently instead of begging for validation, you understand this energy. This channel isn't about revenge, it's about awareness, understanding psychology so you never lose yourself trying to keep someone. If that mindset resonates with you, stay connected. We go deeper than surface advice. Closing impact. Sometimes the woman who leaves you doesn't realize what she lost until she sees the version of you she can no longer access. And by then, you're not angry, you're not bitter, you're just better.